let's go ahead and let's jump into the main topic. Let's talk about the Apple launch review, and let's get into that a little bit. You guys ready for that?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Let's
So
do this.
we're going to go ahead and we're going to start with the iPad mini. Okay.
The mini or the iPad? You want to start off with the mini?
I mean, we can do both, but I really don't care about the iPad. The iPad didn't change really, right? The iPad mini kind of changed a lot. So, we can go ahead and hop into the iPad conversation, but I do have a picture of the iPad mini. So that's kind of why I was going to jump into that.
Okay.
One, right.
Go ahead.
So they made some changes to the iPad mini, and then I'll get your guys' thoughts on it. So what they did is they basically made the iPad Air, as they call it, they made that an iPad mini. So there's no longer any buttons. It's full screen. They have multiple colors, which are on screen so people can see them. They got a purple, a pink, a white, and a space gray, right? And they have the cellular options out there. It has the snap-on pen, the second generation pen, and everything. They basically just shrunk down the iPad Air, as they call it, into an iPad mini. And what do you guys think about that?
Go ahead, Nate.
Me? Well,
go ahead.
all viewers out there, I briefed over the Apple event because I was at work. And so I'm over here like, all right, we got a new iPad mini, whatever, iPad Pro, whatever, iPhone 13, whatever, Apple Watch 7. Ooh, I like that one. All right, whatever, let's keep going. I mean, the mini, I think all iPads now are 5G, the new ones, right? 5G compatible, whatever.
Ultra wide,
that was
5G.
really the only thing I liked. Yeah, and all I cared about was for that, because last year when they still had the 4G models, I was like, man, why can't they just bring an iPad that's 5G? Because when I used it in Atlanta, bro, that 5G ultra wide bandwidth is no joke. I mean,
interesting.
I was downloading movies. I mean, I even tested it. I went on YouTube. I was like, you know what? Let me test this hour-long video. It was done in 5 seconds.
No way, really?
Bro.
So we're not getting 5G over here in Orlando?
We don't have ultra wideband though. That's the only thing. Okay. We just have regular, and it makes a huge difference.
That's interesting.
Yeah, that's all. That's the only reason why I didn't buy an iPad. Now that I know they have it, I'm like, I'll probably get one. That's it.
Yeah.
So here's the thing about 5G for people who don't know. There are multiple versions of 5G out there, and that's where the common misconception is. There is the standard 5G that is in your normal area, and it's not everywhere. So you might not have it in Orlando. I don't know if you guys do or not, right?
We do.
Okay, and then
we have it in downtown, and then a little bit north of it, and then that's it.
Okay,
we get it somewhere around my area, but it's trash.
Yeah, like I said, because that 5G isn't made to be the same 5G you're talking about. In major metropolitan cities, they have the ultra 5G wideband, which is designed specifically for what you're talking about: stadiums, populated cities, things like that. The other 5G still works fucking fast as hell. I have it over by work; it's still fast. But it's not. But the whole point of 5G was for those big areas, so you can get things done quicker. So it is a little bit different.
Yeah. So what I like about the new mini, it's like you said, it's the iPad Air, but you can tell they're targeting, they've been doing it for a while already, but they're targeting to influencers or people that record videos and want to do their own little thing. This is gonna be a pretty cool device because one is gonna be smaller than me walking with my iPad Pro. I like how they it's the Type-C now, right? And you can use it with your camera, connect with your camera. I love the fact that they showed a Sony camera. So you can use it with your camera. You can use it as a big viewfinder, right? Or just transfer the pictures immediately. The 5G obviously is going to help, and the Type-C is going to help download everything faster. But I'm still an iPad Pro person, especially for right now for the new shit that I'm doing. So, but I mean, I'm glad they got a mini. Happy they do, because I thought they neglected it compared to the iPad, to the regular iPad. Has a new processor, right? A Bionic 15, the A15 versus the iPad. The new iPad has a 13, I believe. 13, yeah. Yeah, it has the 13. So this it's designed to be faster, more in the fit in your pocket. You know, the skateboarder guys, or they wear the big cargo pants and stuff like that. So it's designed for you on the go and work with it like your own little. Instead of carrying a big laptop, you have that. So.
Well, yeah,
that's what I liked about it.
It literally, like I said, they basically took every feature you're getting from the iPad Air and they miniaturized it. That's what it is, right? You know, so it is. It's made for people who want a bigger workload, a bigger thing. That's actually gonna be one of my takes from the Apple launch, and I mean, I can bring it up now, but you know, and I'll tell a little bit real quick about what I thought about everything. But the biggest thing I've noticed about Apple is they're really not for your normal consumer. Okay. And everybody needs to understand Apple is demographing a certain type of person. It's the artist. Just like their computers, they're doing it with their smaller devices now. They're looking for the content creator, the person trying to make things and do things. It's not for if you're an everyday person, you're not going to find a reason to go out and buy some of the stuff, like especially the new phone, which we'll go into a little bit later. It's not designed for you to go out and say, oh, I need to go get the iPhone 13, unless you're a content creator. Those people who are creating content and doing things similar to what we're doing in all reality, that's who it's designed for. That's who they're demographing. And that's who these products are really shown for. I'll be honest though, my only thing about the iPad mini is I don't know why I would buy it. I mean, I have to see it in my hand, but I guess it's like, you know, I know it's bigger than my phone, but like how much bigger, right? Like if I'm going to an iPad, I'm looking for something bigger. I get the portability factor is nice. And I guess if I'm going to have a smaller phone, like the Pro or the 12 or the mini, sure, I can see maybe the reason to do that. But for somebody like myself who has an iPhone Pro Max, I don't see the intrigue necessarily in the device right now, because it's literally like just a bigger cell phone, right? It's not the other iPads, they're bigger, so you're getting more out of that. So I just don't know.
It's for your content creator. It's your iPad that you want to put with a tripod, if you're using a camera as your viewfinder, versus I got the 12-inch iPad Pro. Now I can, instead of carrying this big iPad Pro, I can fit a smaller case, a smaller phone. Smaller iPad with my camera. I know, with my camera, and I have less baggage to carry, and it's as powerful.
Oh yeah,
because my iPad Pro is 2018 or 2019. The new Mini is as powerful.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's what happens. And you know, when they're gonna come out with new iPad Pros soon, or you know, at some point, and they're gonna be, you know, fucking A35 chips or some shit.
What I was surprised that they didn't do is put the M1 chip on it. I was surprised they didn't do that, because I think they're saving it for
the iPad Pro. I was gonna say that's why they don't want to put it into that device.
Well, the new iPad Pros have them. The new iPad Pros have the M1 chip.
Okay, so there you go. Yeah, they're trying to figure out a way to still differentiate the product, right? You want the best chip we offer, you got to pay the premium, right? And the iPad Mini is not a premium device. No, it's just not. It's not made to be.
No, that's how I was a few years ago. Where I had an iPad Pro. And I was like, man, I'm gonna do so much school with them. I'm gonna watch videos. I'm gonna leave my phone at home, like just not use it. And I was like, this is stupid. I just wasted money for no reason. So I gave it away. And then just recently, that's when I realized what Apple was doing as far as with who they're targeting. And I'm like, oh, that's why it's designed that way. Because for me to buy like a MacBook or an iPad, I wouldn't do it. It just didn't make sense unless what I just mentioned. But if I ever decide to start designing things or just want to mess with content, now I was like, okay, now I understand what we're doing.
Bro, ever since the iPad Pro came out, I have no need to buy a MacBook Pro. Like I use LumaFusion to edit, and I was showing Phoenix the new effects I'm downloading. Like there's a lot of shit you could do. A lot.
Yo, there was some crazy ones. I was telling Messiah, yo, put that in the video. And he's like, yeah.
So the fact that this does what a MacBook does, what a MacBook Pro could do, and this is, again, 2018 or 2019. I could imagine only the new one with the M1 chip, what it does, how much faster, bro.
There are still limitations, though, to iPads. So, I mean, I get what you're saying.
Oh, there is.
What you're doing. What I'm doing right now with this show, I can't do it on an iPad. Right? This is a full functioning desktop gaming computer.
You could, but the software costs money.
Yeah, and not only that, it's just not going to run smoothly, right? Like all the components I have, if everybody could see them, but I'm not going to show them. Like my soundboard, my Stream Deck, you know, my free software that I'm doing all of this shit on, all my editing, everything. It's just very smooth, very easy to use. I can't quite get that from an iPad, so it's a little bit different. I could do it with the MacBook Pro.
Even
though.
if you try.
That's the thing. I could do it with the MacBook Pro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but like you said, I could pay for certain things, but I'm not looking to go out there and pay for it.
Yeah,
so,
of course. Yeah, of course.
Yeah. But, all right.